And we are live. What is going on? And happy Turtles Tuesday. Happy first Tuesday of July, day after 4th of July, Independence Day. I am Jason Sohail, your host of the Turtle Recall News portion, and I am joined by news correspondent and Ninja Turtles expert Mike.
Hey guys, welcome to another Turtle Tuesday.
Yes, welcome to another great Turtle Tuesday. And if you hear anything in the background on my end, that those are fireworks because last night we had a bad thunderstorm in Atlanta, and because we have fireworks, we also have my son's still awake, and he's pointing to the fireworks thing. Yes, yes, son, those are fireworks. uh, so yeah, we're gonna have a surprise guest here because he is not falling asleep. Oh gosh. This week on the full audio podcast, we will be looking at the episode Raphael meets his match. It'll be fun stuff. And what is going on? I can't see. My holiday was great. How was your holiday, Mike?
It wasn't too bad. I worked during the day and then came home and made cheeseburgers
Yeah, I.
because
Hey,
that's what I do.
that's exactly what you should be doing. I ran a 10K in the morning because that's Atlanta tradition is we run a
I
10K.
I saw.
Yeah.
I've only ever been able to do a 5K, so no, dude, 10K, that's killer.
Oh yeah. I've actually done full marathons. You know,
Oh man,
yeah. I used to do a full marathon a year, but then like kids happened, and like I got lazy and fat. So, so yeah, I'm running
oh
a
man,
I'm running a half marathon this January.
I
So
got fat without the kids, so
yeah, no, yeah. Before marriage, I used to be really fit. Then, like I was like, why can I not run this fast anymore? I was like, oh yeah, I don't have that single life anymore.
he's in the room with you right now.
Yes, he is exactly in the room with me right now, and the other one's coming in October.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
But it's
hopefully,
not. But it's nice that you loved it so much. You're having another.
oh,
So
of
that's
course,
that's
100%. Yeah, but hopefully your holiday was great. Also, I can't see. Uh, and I know Tuesdays, Ninja Turtle Power Hour comes up with a podcast, and I know this week you guys did the final issues of the Image Run.
that's right. It's funny that you did it this time because I made sure I knew what episode came out today. So we finished the image run, the original image run.
Uh-huh.
So that ends at issue 23. We'll be picking it back up again eventually. I don't think it's going to be this week. I think this week we're going to be or this next week episode that we're recording tomorrow is going to be our review for Shredder's Revenge, the video game. Um, so definitely check that out. Hopefully, we can get in a Twitch stream or two,
Oh, nice.
or play with people on our Discord. But
Yeah.
the but yeah, the image run ended. I liked it overall. It got better as it went on. Would I recommend it to people? Not if you've never read Turtles before. It is a bad entry point for people who have not read Turtles before.
Yeah, no, I definitely from the two issues I've read, because I had to read for another podcast that those episodes should be live coming up. So, uh,
Mm.
but from the two issues I read, I was kind of like, this is like this. It was definitely, especially like since I was in the middle of the story, like it really was like not something I can really recommend. I can't see. He said that his one state over, his in Huntsville. I was actually born in Huntsville, not believe it or not. Luckily, I didn't get the accent. And he ate pulled pork and hung out by the pool. That's awesome. I my wife and I, we can't eat pork because of religious reasons, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm glad you ate it so we didn't have to.
I always want to try like authentic Southern barbecue. Like,
Oh, it's
you know,
actually pretty good.
my dad's from Texas, and
Uh-huh.
so like I get part of it like that, but like I've never actually been to the South, so
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Uh, I understand. Yeah. No. I mean, of course, like Georgia, we got some southern southern cooking, and my son wants more juice.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
I don't blame him. Juice sounds good right now.
juice does sound good right now. But yeah, but I love barbecue pulled chicken. Great, fantastic. I had companies like just actually offered that, like we would have like our catering done
Mm.
by Southern barbecue people. Uh, yes, I was born in Alabama. I was born. I can't say yes. I lived there for I think a total of 9 months of my life, so I have no memory of it. But my birth certificate said I am from Huntsville, and that's all I know. And they also misspelled my name, so that's how I know I was born in Alabama. No offense to your state and anyone else who's listening from Alabama. No offense to your state, but that's what totally happened to me. But let's go ahead and get with this week's Ninja Turtle news. We got some interesting stuff. It's also a holiday weekend, so nothing too big or anything like that. The first thing I do want to talk about is, we got to talk about unlicensed toys. We've talked about them before. We'll continue to talk about them because even though they're unlicensed, doesn't mean they're not awesome. We're going to be talking about Fury Toys' next wave, which and apparently a figure is a wave. I just want to say because 5K Toys posted this on their Instagram and they said this is Samurai Animals Wave 2, and on their site they only had a pre-order for Spring, and Spring is like equivalent to Leonardo. But
Hmm.
we are looking at right now. We don't have official name of this guy, but it is Splinter. Quote unquote Splinter. So. Uh, uh, First, Micah, what do you think of this figure? I know you're more interested in this line than I am.
So I'm really interested in this. Not just because like this is obviously inspired by Ninja Turtles, but I really love just the design of it, and it looks. I'm a sucker for an incredibly posable figure,
Yeah.
and this one, like just some of the poses that some of these pictures are in, like that left picture that Jason has up right now. And then like the tail has a bunch of segmented joints, so it looks like the tail will be fully posable. Now this is just a grayscale prototype, so this is something that like they would get back from the factory to make sure that like the sculpting went well. It looks like there's cloth goods for the robe, which I mean, like this looks fantastic for something like at this scale. Like
Right.
the spring turtle figure is about 4 inches tall, a little over 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
This one was probably going to be in that same scale,
That's what
and
I'm guessing it's going to be around that scale. I mean, I can't. You can't really tell from pictures when you have nothing to compare to. But he
yeah.
almost looks like he might be taller. But I'm not sure.
So I do think it's kind of weird though that we've seen the other turtle, the
Summer.
not Donatello,
Yeah, the
yeah,
not Don
Summer.
Summer, the not Donatello.
And we actually haven't seen anything about that figure I mean, since they showed it on their Instagram last year.
Right.
So and what's even crazier is that like we got a full solicit and like pictures of the Crocker figure in
Yeah.
this line, the not Leatherhead.
Not Leatherhead, Killer Croc, or was it? Oh, I think he had a different name.
It's called Crocker.
Crocker. Okay, Crocker.
Um, that's what I'm saying. Like it's the not Leatherhead, but
Yeah.
because it could either be Killer Croc or it could be Leatherhead,
Right.
which a crocodile and an alligator are two different things. If you're from the U.S., you know that. Especially if you're from the South, you should know that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Florida people should know that. I mean, here in like I'm in Atlanta. Atlanta, we're
Mm.
like far from all those, but like like we do have swamps in Georgia. I'm just not
Mm.
from the swampy area of Georgia. Is like that. Like I've been to that area once in my life, and like that's a 3-hour drive from like where I'm at.
Yeah, the only alligators out here in California are the ones at like mini golf courses,
Yeah.
the ones that you hit a ball into their mouth.
Yes. Yes.
Um, so I don't get to see many of them, but I do know the difference. But yeah, so the Crocker figure is really cool. This one, like, and it has like four baby turtles and what looks like to be some kind of radioactive ooze
Yeah. Yes.
canister or like a rolled up scroll. I
He
can't.
actually has both a rolled up scroll and a radioactive ooze
Oh, see,
canister.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He has
And what I
both, and he also has like a that samurai basket hat.
that's what I was gonna say. That's probably my favorite thing
Yeah.
that this has. I'm a sucker for those kind of rice hats.
Yeah.
Um, like I just think that's such a cool look. In fact, one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know. Do you play Pokemon?
Yeah, I do. I have not played
Uh,
the latest one, Sword and Shield. I've like I kind of stopped
okay.
at
So then
Moon.
you okay. So then you definitely haven't played Arceus.
No, I've never
Um,
played Arceus.
okay. So do you remember Rowlet from Sun and Moon? He was
Yes,
the
yes,
the one with the owl.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so in Arceus, he has a cool like regional form, and they made him like a samurai like that with a basket hat.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I'm like, oh, that's like it's such a cool design.
Oh wow, wow, that's pretty cool. No, I have not seen that. I have to take a look at that. Uh, and uh,
That's so.
yeah, that's so exactly. Thanks, son. um, and but uh, the one thing I do want to ask, what do you think this character's name is going to be?
So they gotta you gotta kind of play with that. Like we have the turtles as the four
Right.
seasons. I mean, supposedly we don't know anything about the other two.
Yeah, we don't know about that
Um,
too, but you would have to assume.
yeah, so you got to assume that. And then Killer Croc is or the Leatherhead is Crocker.
Right.
I gotta say like they're gonna play with the um Splinter name. Like, how funny would it be if this guy's name was Stick? Just kind of bringing it full circle to the Daredevil parody.
So what I was thinking, it would be hilarious if his name was Tweezer. I would like that's something.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. um, I'm gonna let Mike talk for like a few minutes because my son is asking for a diaper, and I know what that means. I'll be right back.
Hey,
Sorry about this. The fun
all
parts
right,
about live.
no worries. Put me on the spot here. Okay, so with this, like, I'm incredibly excited for this figure, and it's really kind of interesting because they with this figure they obviously don't have like a license. And if you've ever collected like third party action figures before, where they're kind of not licensed, this is kind of cool. And this is the first time that really anybody's kind of tackled Ninja Turtles like this, like making like original designs that could be like really any version of the Ninja Turtles. There are cool like crossover ones. Like there's I forget the design studio, but like they did like a He-Man one that's just incredible, and I wish I had bought that. But it was like a limited run. This seems to be like a big enough run that a lot of people will be able to get this one, and I can't wait. So this is the Fury Toys line. Um, with Crocker, he's available on Big Bad Toy Store, and I think they have an exclusive version of him too, which is a different colorway. And then these spring, the first turtle is only available on 5ktoys.com, which isn't a major retailer in the US. They usually deal in like third party figures like this and Gundams. So, but it is a definitely trustworthy website. So anybody who wants to order one of these shouldn't feel like it shouldn't feel like shady or anything like this, because it's totally a legit site. Um, but yeah, can't say enough good things about this. Um, yeah, and I'm pretty excited about it. See, I can't see. We have gators. I heard they brought them in to control the beaver population, but you don't know. Well, that sounds right. But I think gator. So I can't see. What state are you in again? Like, you said you're in Alabama, I think. Um, so I want to say like they're indigenous to that area. I know crocodiles are indigenous to um, more southern, like Florida area, and then alligators are kind of more inland because crocodiles, I think, are more seaworthy or like saltwatery. I don't know. Again, I'm from California, but we don't have any of those out here.
All right, sorry about that. Crisis averted. All right.
No worries.
All right. So I really don't have much to say about 5K Splinter. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing that I know Mike's super excited about. I know you collect these. I only have one of these, and that is I'm gonna actually let you pronounce it because I keep calling it I keep calling it Nendoroid because, and ironically the one I have is from Legend of Zelda.
Gotcha. The company Good Smile Company is going to be coming out with a line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Nendoroid figures, which are kind of like, imagine a Funko Pop, but with like articulation and accessories. Like, imagine an action figure version of a Funko Pop. Uh, that's really the best way to describe this. And I can't be more excited for these because like I love Nendoroids. They are a little pricey. They can range from like $40 to about $100 on the depending on like what version it is and what it can like what's in that box set. So some of them are pretty basic where it's just the figure and like a couple extra pieces, and some of them have like a small diorama and like maybe like a bunch of extra heads and stuff like that. But the cool thing about Nendoroids is like they're very modular. They're kind of a uniform design so that like pieces for one can alternate between all of them. Like they all have the same peg sizes. Like you could put these heads on like, if you have a stormtrooper Nendoroid, you could put Donatello on a stormtrooper body if you
Oh,
wanted
that's pretty.
to.
So you're saying I can like put like Leonardo like on my Wind Waker Link, and then like he'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool. I didn't know about that. Like I said, the only one I have is just
Hmm.
Wind Waker Link for like
Yeah, I have that one. It's a great one.
it's a great one, and I love that like it comes with like a little thing so you can hold up the sword slashing so it doesn't like fall over.
Mhm. Yeah, I have that link because I used to have like a big Smash Brothers display,
Uh-huh.
and that's the only like Link figure for Wind Waker Link or Toon Link as he's called in the game. So it's
Right.
like I didn't have a way to do that without getting that one. So I think that might have been my first Nendoroid actually.
But yeah,
If I think about it.
I'm actually really excited about these because especially like I mean the only image we have is just like the stock cartoon image. I imagine that it's going to
Mm,
be the actual like turtles, like the actual like 1987 turtles. But I
yeah.
think these are going to look really great, like in that
So this
stuff.
is this is what Good Smile Company does is they have their announcement pages or their announcement photos,
Uh huh.
and then they have like a more coming soon photo
Uh huh.
where there'll be like a drawing version or a drawing of the Nendoroid, um, and then they'll have like an actual like here's a picture of the Nendoroid. So this one is an very early announcement. It's
Gotcha.
so early, in fact, that this picture's only in Japanese. Um, the Anime Expo was just this weekend, where they announced a bunch
Right.
of new Nendos. This was not part of the Anime Expo announcements, I noticed.
Oh wow.
Um, so the only source I could find for this, and I'm not saying there aren't other sources, I just couldn't find them, is Praeternia on Twitter. And if you are, if you collect toys, like
Yeah.
Praeternia is a fantastic resource. Um, and he usually doesn't ever post
Right. Right.
things that are incorrect.
Right. 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 Exactly.
Um,
I
so I haven't asked him where he got this photo from because I didn't really want to question that, but he did post this, and I trust him. So
yeah.
I'm putting my credibility on the line
Hey,
because of John. So
hey. Hey, I don't blame you there. No, I mean, because I saw like I did see it from him. I saw it from you guys, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. Like, but also like I mean, this image did come from like I mean, it had like good smiles like logo in it and everything. So I mean, if someone
yeah,
like pulled a hoax, they pulled a really good hoax. Uh,
yeah, like this is exactly how Good Smile announces figures. So like if somebody wanted to pull a goof on everybody, this is exactly how you would do it. Like you make this look as official as possible, and they did. Like this art, I don't recognize this art. It's definitely like an older
right.
style guide. Um, so I don't know exactly where this art came from. I don't think it's new,
I
but I don't. It's definitely not
it looks
anything the U.S. has used in a while.
I mean, it looks like it's from like the uh, Valentine's Day cards from like the early '90s. But I mean, I don't know if it's that exact one or not. But to me, that's what it looks
Yeah,
like. It's like that
no,
one.
yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this looks like older style guide art
Right.
before they started using like the weird vector photos that they use now.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 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 And then they have like the weird Rocksteady and Bebop ones that I'm not a fan of. Like I don't know why they.
Yeah, or like April looks like Peggy Hill
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
King
Oh
of the
god.
Hill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's not a good look.
Right.
But like I said, I'm super stoked for these. I'm already all in.
Oh
Um,
Oh, definitely. I'm on. I'm all in on this. I mean, hopefully it's not going to break the bank too much. I can't wait until like they show off like what the figures look like, and hopefully like hopefully we don't have to wait too long. Hope like I mean I'm pretty sure like by this time next year we'll probably see what the figures are. But
yeah, every year Good Smile has like what they call like it's called Wonderfest in Japan,
yeah.
where they will show off and announce a bunch of new things. And um, there's also other like things in Japan where they show off new Nendoroids.
Uh
So
huh.
this is I fully expect we're gonna see more
Right.
um, from for this, but it's probably not going to be for a while.
Right, right, exactly. And so the last thing I want to talk about is, we're like surprisingly, we're only a month away from the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie. So both Mike and I were excited for this. I know Rise is something like this polarizing for people. Like they either like really love it or they want to burn at the stake. But like however you feel about it, like it's still coming, and hopefully most of you guys are more excited than not. But they did release over the weekend images of the movie that we're gonna show right here, and
Mm-hmm.
some really fun images. The one thing that really caught my eye is the university that April O'Neil's attending, which is called East Layard University. I thought that was a cool little Easter egg right there.
Yeah, like I got these photos from Netflix
Uh huh.
um, through like a press kit, and I was like, oh my god. And I got them. I got the pictures like right as um, right as they were going up. So I'm like trying to analyze them real quick, and then like it was like a weird rush of like analyze these photos real quick. Oh, Raph's got a scar on his face now, and his shell is cracked. Like like in the 2012 series, and then Netflix put up their uh, films for the summer, like family films for the summer trailer,
Uh-huh.
and we got a couple clips of the Rise movie in there too,
Uh-huh.
which I'm sure we'll get to those photos too. But going back to these original images, like the one where it looks like Raph and Leo are fighting, Mikey and Donnie are holding them back. East Laird University is where April, like, so it definitely seems like we're getting a time jump.
Yeah.
Like, because April, I think, was 16 in the show, so she's, graduated high school,
Right.
going
Going
to
to
college
college,
now.
yeah.
What I do like is that they kept the looks of the turtles that they had in the finale when they powered up with their Ninpo,
Yes, 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 yes.
with
I
with the
really like
black
that.
wraps.
Yeah, yeah, I like that with the black wraps, and then of course, like confirmation that they're getting like they're still gonna keep their weapons, which like that I know that was a big turnoff for a lot of people was like them losing their weapons in the first episode.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing to be hung up on about, but I get it. Like,
Yeah,
you want it's fine.
yeah,
But I'm glad they also still have like their mystic powers too. Like Raph is shown kind of armoring up like he did in the show,
right.
um,
Yes, yeah, yeah.
which wasn't his Ninpo. His Ninpo was shadow clones.
Uh huh.
So is this like a weird confirmation that he can still do the armoring up without the mystic weapons? I don't know. I'm excited. Like these
Yeah.
this has so many questions. Like there's a picture of somebody holding a picture of the turtles, and we don't know
Right.
who that is.
Right. Right. Yeah. We don't know who that is. Like that's why I'm kind of like things that hope we'll find out like literally in 4 weeks from now or it's just but uh
Mm,
I'm really I'm really excited for these. I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, because like the way that just from like the Invader Zim movie and just recently the Hey Arnold movie, not Hey Arnold, Lincoln
Loud House.
Loud House. There you go. Like those trailers didn't come out till like I don't know the week that the movie came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like I'm guessing that that's when we'll get the trailer is probably like at the end of July. Unfortunately, uh,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm kind of like that too because I'm not a person who likes to analyze the trailers, so I don't have to like worry about like people like trying to like spoil things
Mm.
that like just because they watched the trailer way too many times.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be deep diving into this when we talk about it tomorrow on Ninja Turtle Power Hour. So,
Gotcha, gotcha.
which by that point, like these pictures will be like 2 weeks old.
Right.
Because they had to come out after we recorded, of
Oh, of course.
course.
That's the best time to put it out. Like after when people talk, after when we talk about
Mm.
it. Oh yeah, let's put these out. Like I mean, I can't. There's so many things that always like happens. Like oh hey, like like oh this figure got revealed the day after we record.
Yeah, like I can't wait to see what is gonna happen like tomorrow after we record.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I'm so excited for the Rise movie. Um, like I don't care. I tell people all the time, Rise is my favorite animated show. Like
Hey.
it doesn't have to be the best show.
Right.
And there are problems in Rise. Like I think the 11-minute format hurts it more than it helps it.
Right.
But for me, it's a tight story at 39 episodes, and I love the story it tells. I love the changes it makes.
Yeah.
It,
I,
it feels fresh.
yeah.
So having this movie kind of be, um, it's also a lot of what would have been season three if the show hadn't been canceled.
Right.
So I think that's part of what caused the movie to be delayed so much. Because I think this movie was supposed to come out like in 2020, and then obviously we had this whole world-changing
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Um, and then the show got canceled, and then the crew had to like reconfigure the finale for the show in like six
6
weeks or
weeks. Yeah.
something.
Right.
And so like they churned out this banger of a finale, and so
Right.
they took a lot of the season 3 ideas and what they were already going to do with the movie, and that's what we're getting. So
Yeah.
uh, I don't want to spoil anything for Jason, but if anybody wants to uh, listen to what we noticed in the trailer, check out Ninja Turtle Power Hour next week.
Yeah. I understand that, but I will say this. I would say not say, but ask. Like, what would you prefer? Like after this movie, would you prefer season 3 to come out after this movie, or would you prefer uh, like just more direct to steam streaming movies like to follow up?
I guess it really depends on how this ends, because the way I'm going into it is that this is going to be the Rise finale. Like, this
Uh
is it. This is the end. This is the end of the Rise era, and I'm already okay with it as the way the show ended. Like, if we didn't get this movie, I would be okay with Rise ending the way it did. I
huh.
know a lot of people don't. Like, I know a lot of people want more. I mean, obviously, I would want more too. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but I think Rise is strong enough as a whole that you can watch those 2 seasons and be satisfied with the way it ends. If this opens up more, like, that's what I'm scared of. Is this going to whet my appetite and leave me wanting more, or is this going to be a satisfying conclusion to the Rise era of TMNT?
Right. Yeah. So I mean, me personally, because I really like the way that Rise ended, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want a season 3. Because I mean, and like, I mean, I know like the what they had to do with the finale, but the finale was so satisfying to me. I think if we have another season, would kind of ruin it to me. That's just my
Yeah,
personal opinion. But
like,
like, if we had
I
to
want this.
follow it
I
up,
want
I
this
would
to
like,
be.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Sorry,
sorry.
I'm cutting you off.
If we had to follow it up, I would like I would rather like follow up with like just these like like these 60 to 90-minute movies where we just see like what their lives are after the fact, after the series, and like and just keep it in there. And I am hoping that this movie is successful enough that we do get more Rise like direct to streaming content, just like whether it be Netflix or Paramount Plus. I prefer Paramount Plus because I am in the middle of canceling my Netflix. Like once Rise drops, I'm canceling Netflix, like because. Like I don't like Netflix anymore. I mean, it's like I think it's a waste of a streaming service. Just like they are not cool anymore. They're just like they. That's my problem with them. Like I mean, the Pacific companies have better services, have better content.
Yeah, like, I think everybody's getting very specific content now. It's like I can get all of my turtle stuff on Paramount Plus,
Right.
um, and then also, I'll have all the new Sonic the Hedgehog shows on Paramount Plus, and I'm getting back into Star Trek now, so like that's on Paramount Plus. Um, on Amazon, I have The Boys and Vox Machina, and um, there's a couple other Amazon specific shows. Um, and it's like I look back, I'm like, what is on Netflix now that's really there for me? And like, there's like a couple anime that are on there. Um, I don't think we're going to be getting rid of it, like us in our household, because
Uh-huh.
uh, it has a lot of like Chinese and K dramas that my
Uh,
that my wife watches.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's kind of the only thing that's keeping us with Netflix, besides like the Rise movie, obviously. Um, but yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, it really depends on how this movie ends. Like, is it going to be a satisfying conclusion, or is it going to leave the door open? And if it leaves the door open, I I don't know. I'm hesitant because it feels like Nick wants to move on.
I do. I mean, that's the thing. I do think Nick wants to move on. That's why we're getting a new movie, and then we're gonna get new content that's based on this new movie that hasn't came out yet.
Yeah, like it's Nick wants to move on. Like that,
Yeah.
we're getting all of that new Ninja Turtle stuff. We're getting the new movie next year, and Nick has kind of shown us they don't want two eras of Ninja Turtles kind of running at the same time.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
like IDW, as much as I love it, always feels like it's on the verge of being canceled. Um, which is why I buy like I buy it physically every month and then I read it all digitally because I buy it again. You know,
Nice. Nice.
as like I try to support it as much as I can. Um, and I'm just worried that it's going to get canceled all the time. Um, I see, or I can't see says I feel that Netflix will end up being acquired. I commend them for being the OG though. I mean, yeah, like
I can see that.
Netflix, we wouldn't be where we are now with like streaming if it
Right.
wasn't for Netflix.
Right. 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 They
Um,
changed the game. They really did. It's just that they just don't have that advantage that like Disney, Paramount, and like Warner Brothers has like with their things because Netflix has to keep paying those companies to keep their content on there and like like their studios like they'll come for one every Stranger Things you have like 10 red notices so
yeah, and like that's part of the problem with Netflix is that like their whole early thing was that they were the people who were like they were the only way you could watch a lot of these old movies that nobody else was streaming anymore. And now all the companies have been like, "Oh, we can make more money just doing this ourselves." And so that's how you get Disney Plus and
right.
all these other streaming services. And again, like there's I don't know. There's a lot of other reasons to not like Netflix either. So
Right, right.
it's I mean, vote with your dollar
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kind
Definitely
of thing.
vote with your dollar and everything. But yeah, that is definitely everything that we have for this
Yep.
week. Like I said, this week the full audio podcast we are little in who stopped that from happening.
I wonder who.
I wonder who. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thank you, I Can't See, for contributing. It's always great. And hopefully the rest of your July will be just as wonderful. And hopefully you guys are excited about the Rise movie just as us.
Yeah, guys. Like I said, from what I've seen of the movie so far, what I've heard, it's gonna be killer.
All right. All right. Till next time, guys.